Welcome. Today, we're diving into the real story behind motion sickness. Many people think motion sickness is a sign of weakness or something you should just push through, but that's not the case at all. In fact, motion sickness is a completely normal response from your brain when it receives conflicting information from your senses. Symptoms like nausea, dizziness, sweating, and fatigue are not failures. They're your brain's way of defending itself when it can't make sense of what your body is experiencing. So instead of seeing it as a flaw, it's better to understand motion sickness as a protective reaction. Let's explore how your brain and body work together to keep you balanced, and why sometimes things get a little mixed up. Sense of balance relies on several systems working together. The inner ear detects movement and changes in head position, your eyes track what's happening around you, and your muscles and joints send feedback about your posture. When all these systems agree, you feel steady and in control. But when they send conflicting signals, like when you're reading in a moving car, your brain struggles to create a clear picture of what's happening. This sensory mismatch is the root of motion sickness. The images here show how the inner ear, eyes, and body all contribute to your sense of balance, and how their integration is crucial for smooth motion. Motion sickness starts when your senses disagree. Imagine reading a book in a moving car. Your inner ear feels the car's motion, but your eyes are locked on a still page. This conflict confuses your brain, which can't reconcile the mixed messages. As a result, you start to feel uncomfortable. Nausea, dizziness, and other symptoms follow. From an evolutionary perspective, the brain interprets this mismatch as a possible threat, like poisoning, and triggers protective reflexes such as nausea and vomiting. Even though modern motion sickness isn't caused by toxins, your brain's ancient survival mechanisms still kick in, making you feel unwell. Vision is especially powerful in how we perceive motion. When what you see doesn't match what your inner ear feels, symptoms can get worse. That's why looking at a phone or book while traveling often intensifies motion sickness. The brain trusts visual information heavily, so when sight and sensation disagree, your nervous system can become overstimulated. This is also why virtual reality or video games can trigger motion sickness. Even without actual movement, your eyes see motion, but your body is still, creating another sensory conflict. Sensitivity to motion sickness varies from person to person, depending on genetics, age, and even stress levels. People adapt to motion over time as the brain recalibrates how it weighs sensory input. For example, sailors often feel sick at first, but adjust after repeated exposure, thanks to neural plasticity. However, adaptation isn't guaranteed for everyone or every situation. To reduce motion sickness, the best strategies focus on aligning your senses. Look at the horizon, sit where motion is smoother, and avoid staring at screens or stationary objects. Staying hydrated and well-rested also helps your nervous system cope. These approaches work by reducing sensory conflict, not by ignoring symptoms. Understanding and supporting your body's natural responses can make travel and virtual experiences much more comfortable. Wrap up, motion sickness is not a personal flaw but a protective response shaped by evolution. It happens when the brain's balance system receives conflicting information and interprets it as a potential threat. The key to comfort is aligning your senses as much as possible. When signals agree, movement feels effortless. When they don't, your brain reacts to protect you, even if the threat is just confusion. By understanding how your senses work together, you can better manage or even prevent motion sickness. Thanks for joining this breakdown, and remember, your brain is always working to keep you safe.